Oh, hello. Welcome to another episode of Just Like the Simulations, where the weekly show where I play a game of Tabletop Simulator against my good friend Oro. Today, at Oro's request, I hasten to add, I am running my Cassian Princess Leia list, which is a top meta list, one that I am intimately familiar with and that you've probably seen a few times here on the channel. The only thing of note really is that Oro has brought Never Tell, which I've not played in a little while. Of course, this list should be good at Never Tell. Has Infiltrators, which is the coda for good at Never Tell. So we'll see how it goes. And that's it from me. Over to you, Oro.
Hello, my name is Robert. I play bad guys, and these bad guys should be familiar to frequent viewers. This is my current A-list. It is Darth Vader, Jedi Hunter, and Iden. Iden's bringing her usual friends in the form of Gideon Hask and Imperial Special Forces. Vader is running with DTE, the Empire's best secondary, and ISB agents, who can be best described as decent for a 3, and that's good enough. So, yeah, slightly melee focused, got the infiltrators. I'm hoping that Nevertell is to this list's advantage, though I recognise that the list I'm up against also has infiltrators. But let's see how we go.
Okay. And now for the big reveal. What is the layout for Struggle One?
Well, struggle one is
Every time. Every time. Oh no,
what?
it's not the corners. You've
No,
got
it's not the corners.
you've got the middle. I see. I'm with you.
It's my middle point. Both of us have the points that we will always have. My middle point, and then this point over at the edge.
That's pretty cool. And not forget the mechanic. Secondary
Yeah.
units are challenging the odds. So that is, if you wound someone with a secondary, you can spend a force to gain a momentum.
So killy secondaries should be in with a shot. Right.
Sorry, Birdie.
Let's see what I get as my no. That's the whole deck. First card is Death Trooper Escort. I'd say speaking of killy secondaries, but actually, he's probably not going to kill anything if he goes first. Uh, I think I want to reserve him.
Very good, sir.
I spend the force. My force buttons seem to be being stubborn.
You've spent a force in my overlay.
Right, yeah, I also have the overlay. We will trust the overlay over the buttons,
Yep.
or at least the overlay over my view of the buttons. So yeah, my second pick, which I must go with, is Iden Versio. Very happy to get Iden Versio first. Um, okay, she is going to allow all of her squad mates, who I know are within 4 of her because they're in their deployment zones, so they must be within 3 of her, to dash, and then she will herself dash. Gideon Hask is going to use his dash to ascend this ladder.
Can I ask, Ben, are you choosing for this ISF not to use this ingress point?
Oh, sorry. He will. I am going to use the ingress point in a moment. I only moved Hask because I didn't need to measure Hask to tell he was going to end his dash within an inch of that ingress point. Yes, this ISF does indeed use that ingress point to get to here. Then Iden will get a dash, but before Iden gets a dash, I will check if this IFS has gotten in range of that point. He hasn't. That's fine. I will need to get Iden there then. So Iden is going to dash, and then Iden is going to do a advance, and then Iden is going to spend a force to do reverse operations, and is going to dash, I then check if she has an enemy within 4. She doesn't, so she does not become focused and sharpshooter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I will check if she has an enemy within 5 to take a cheeky little pot shot off first thing in the game. She does not. So I will instead take cover, giving her
Oh.
deployment false. Fine, we know where she was because the dash tool is still in
Yeah.
place. And then I will place her within an inch of her previous location and give her a hunker token.
Very good.
My thinking is there are quite a lot of shots that will come at her from an angle that crosses terrain, so hopefully she should have 2 extra defense dice against most but not all possible angles of attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
I have spent 2 first force, that is my first activation, and I am taking control of 3 of the 5 points. You are taking control of the remaining 2 points.
Very good, sir. Over to me.
Over to you.
Rebel Commandos. Hmm. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Rob. I don't super want Rebel Commandos, but I can think of 2 things I want less. So, I guess I'll play them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Iden is exceptionally well placed. Congratulations. Very hard to shove it off that point. Hmm. Cool. And then we're going to spend a force for Commando. Oh, I lose my hunker token. We're going to spend a force for Commando Doctrines. Uh, Not that bridge. Alas, and alack. Don't want to be in melee. No, I'm good. I'm contesting it, am I?
You are not contesting
Not
it.
quite. Okay, well, that's fine. Important to know these things. Right. So I have ended. I have ended my move within 4 of an enemy character, so I get focus and hunker.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm assuming you're going to shoot Iden Versio.
Yeah,
I think from this angle I get 1 bonus dice, but I don't think I get 2.
yeah.
That is, I have a hunker token, but I do not think the line of fire goes to cover.
So this commando is indeed going to shoot Iden Versio. To see what happens. That's going to be an 8 dice attack.
6 defense.
Take that.
I have 4 blocks and a heal.
Okay. I have 3 hits that you've blocked, a expertise that is another hit that you block, and so you take a pin and a damage and heal one of your choice of those 2 things.
I think you know which one I'm going to heal. It is the pip.
Enjoy your single point damage. Should have checked. We're assuming that we can shoot through these gantries in the same way we would if they were the plastic ones with holes in.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to shoot your the ISF up on the ridge there. I just had a moment where I
Absolutely.
said, technically this is opaque.
Not sure it would be between them anyway, but yes. Yes, we are working on that assumption, and yes, you can definitely take that.
Right, I'm going to shoot the ISF.
5 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 blocks and a heal.
I'm on 6 hits. So. Yeah, I can do a. I have to think about this. I can do 2 damage, a pin, and 2 shoves. So we one shove to the edge, and the second shove off.
Yes. Now I'm going to measure if I'm still contesting. I am.
Gonna follow up on my shoves. No, no.
I think
Ah,
you can leave him there and then resolve the second one because
yeah.
the second one will make you fall. You cannot shove yourself up an ingress point. You are now contesting, but we are both now
Yeah,
contesting.
so I don't take either of those, but I've placed a miniature on both of them, which
I
is
don't think you're on this one
Oh
over
no,
on the
I
cook
didn't get
pen.
the shove, did I? Yeah, I'm with you. I understand. I know what's going on. So I will merely score 2, which isn't very agreeable, but it is what happened. You have not recorded the damage on the ISF?
No, I haven't. Sorry, you did 2 damage and
2 damage and a pin.
apart from the, they also had a heal, so they will also heal off the pin.
Okay. Sucks. I'll take my 2. And I will pass the turn over to you.
So, hey, I am going to activate out of reserve the Death Trooper escort. I'm going to use Imperial Efficiency on the ISF, giving each of them a reposition because they have damage on their cards. This ISF over on the edge is going to reposition. He's not going to use the full thing. He's going to reposition to be exactly on the point.
Yep.
This ISF closer to the center is going to... He's going to reposition to a point here-ish,
Yeah.
which is engaged with you and within an inch of the thing. Because you can climb while engaged, because you can ingress while engaged, he's then going to ingress to the same point but exactly on top of itself.
Okay,
So that
I
he...
have a rules question now because I genuinely don't know.
Yep.
Do I lose my hunker at the point at which you stand beside me, or does that only happen at the end of your move?
I believe you lose your hunker, but I'm very unsure. I think this is my understanding. That when you move with the movement tool, you do not pass through the intervening space for the purposes of engagement.
Yeah.
But you are then placed at the end of it, and then if that place is within an inch of an ingress, you can further go up the ingress. And I think the hunker can fall off in the meantime.
Okay, I'll
When
take
you
it.
are shoved, you move through every point you are shoved through, so it can be stopped by bodies and terrain. And you also need to check if people were engaged along the path of the shove. And similarly, when Luke is shoved, his bubble travels with him,
Yeah.
which can cause people's pins to fall off. But yes, I think your hunker does fall off, but I am not 100% sure.
Happy to play it that way. I've no
Okay.
I have no
Please correct us. Please correct us in the comments, and if I am wrong, please please believe me that it's a genuine mistake, even though it's to my advantage in this instance. As I said, I am very uncertain. Okay, that was the tactic. Then for the main action, I am going to use my activated ability, spending a third force.
Yeah.
My force buttons still aren't working, but I can see in the overlay that I'm down as having spent 3 force, which is correct.
Yep.
I dash and focus.
Mhm.
I am not in melee range of that rebel commando, but I am going to nevertheless shoot them. 7 dice plus 1 for sharpshooter plus 1 for focus is 9.
Sorry, shooting the rebel commandos was that?
Shooting the rebel commandos.
Hmm. A block and a reposition.
Okay. I have a hit, a crit, and a damage.
Okay.
So you block my hit, and I do a crit and a damage.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do you 2 damage and a strain.
That's very interesting. I'm gonna do the repo. I'm gonna take the strain damage and be on 5 damage taken. Because I can steal a point now. Because I'm going to repo to here and go up this ingress point. Sorry.
You don't need to be sorry. I have used my active and one action. I haven't used my second action.
Yep.
So I'm going to follow you up here using a climb.
Very good.
I think there is a place
No, I
you can
think
be.
so. I didn't realise you hadn't moved. I thought, I've blocked the ladder, so any kind of sneaky dash. But if you've got the climb action, I think you can, yeah.
Yep. It was just whether there's a place between those two pieces of terrain where I fit. Yep. Followed you up, re-engaged you. No acquiring hunkers for you, Sonny Jim, and no stealing that point. I am then going to score 3, putting it 1 onto my side.
Yep. Over to me.
Mm-hmm.
Bodhi. Bodhi Rook. Okay. Not quite committing. Mm.
I'm going to stop watching you because having it on 2 screens is doing my head in.
Yeah, it's perfectly fair. Okay, yeah, we're going to play Bodhi. We're going to start life by saying, I just need an open line. Are you going to lose momentum, or are you going to let me roll?
I'm going to let you roll.
It's usually the right choice. Yeah, nothing. Good. I'm gonna pop Bodhi down over here. I think.
Okay.
Let me just check my life. I think I'm just out of melee, but if you think I'm just in, I'm going to move him like a mill back.
I think you're just out of melee and therefore just out of testing range.
Yes, that's fine. I understand. Um, Bodhi Rook is going to shoot the Imperial Special Forces gentleman. I'm going to do the thing that Rebel players never do, and remember that I have coordinated fire from that Rebel commando, and therefore put a spare damage into the pool. And
Would you
then
like me to put that on me now, or do you want to add it in at the end? I don't mind which way we do it, as long as we don't double
I'll add
count
it in at the end, that's fine. So I will roll my 6 dice.
I shall roll my 5 dice ranged defense. I have 3 blocks.
Okay, so I have 3 hits and an expertise. So my expertise gets me 2 hits. So I get 2 hits. So, Bodhi, you're not quite going to do the business. Okay, well, I will take a 3 damage, well, 4 damage and a single shove.
Okay, I shall put the 4 damage down, and you resolve the.
You're there. Bodhi's going to come after you. Oh gosh, I need to toggles auto raise off. Why have you disappeared into the floor? Why is my tool behaving badly? Come on. It does not wish to behave.
Let's pretend we were playing live.
Right. Oh. Best laid plans. It's gonna
Okay. Let's unlock. Unlock. Place this back in place.
Oh, wow. There was a third crate there that hadn't even rendered on my screen.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine, though.
Okay, and then take this little stack of crates and place them back where they
Yeah,
were.
that's fine. So,
Relock them.
just so, Iden Versio has now lost her hunker following Bodhi's
Yep.
shove. Bodhi is now on the thing. So, I realise I'm still not taking it, right? But I am going to spend a force for Rogue One pulling away, which will get me a dash for this commando.
And because you're not using it on a spy, Bodhi himself will not get a dash. Is that right?
No, he won't, but fine with that.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I thought I had placed on. Hang on. There we go. Still your point, but bases are loaded, as they say.
Ah,
Yeah. I will score my 2, just about keeping it back onto my side. And it's over to you.
okay. I have 4 force and 5 cards in my deck, so I am spending force slightly quicker than I ideally want to be. And it is the ISF. Upon activation, they heal a damage in a condition. They don't have any conditions, but they do have a point of damage. Okay. Let's try giving them a forceless turn. They are going to focus, and then they are going to take an attack action.
Yep.
I'm going to resolve a melee. No, I'm going to resolve a ranged attack first,
Yeah.
shooting the rebel commandos from over here.
Yep.
Because if that goes well, I may want to do something else with the one that's engaged. I get 6 dice because I am focused, but I'm not sharpshooter because I didn't use my doctrines. So 7 dice.
It's just 2 blocks.
After expertise, I have 4 crits, no hits.
Okay.
5 damage and a pin, and I have a reposition.
You've wounded me.
Okay. I think I resolve my reposition, and then you resolve your. I think I resolve my reposition, and then I resolve my Iden benefits, and then you resolve your revenge.
Yes, that's accurate.
Okay. So, starting with the reposition. I'm going to reposition to here, just barely dropping down. Then Iden things. I check for range 4. I do not successfully get to within range 4 of an enemy. I heal,
Yeah.
and then I dash. I go in through that ingress point, and yes, these are different colours at the same level, so that is a legal position. And now your revenge happens.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna have to move K2, otherwise I'm losing that point. Yeah. I'm just gonna use Cassian's trigger to put K2 into bridge troll mode, and he is now under there, locking that point down. And then Leia also could do things. To dash towards. I don't know if I want to send Leia in that direction, to be honest. No. Gonna choose not to resolve Leia's, to be fair.
Okay. Is Cassian's once per turn?
Yes.
Leia's is Leia's also once per turn, recognizing that the once per turn would not have triggered. No, it's
Well,
not.
oh,
Leia can do it any number of times per turn.
in which case, I will just remember to do the last part of Leia's thing then, which lets me put a hunker onto Bazin Turret.
Cool.
Since I don't burn the opportunity to do it again.
Cool. Right. The second half of the attack action. That rebel commando is now dead and therefore cannot. Or he does engage me, but most of the things that trigger off being engaged require being engaged with someone who is alive.
Yeah.
So I can shoot Bodhi Rook.
Yep.
If I kill Bodhi Rook, it will trigger Leia, but it cannot trigger Cassian again. 7 dice.
Shooting attack, yeah?
7 dice shooting attack, yes.
5 blocks.
I have 2 hits and a crit, so it's just the crit that's going through, so it's 2 damage.
There you
go. Okay. I have control of 3 objectives. You retain that one due to your bridge troll shenanigans. I score 3 points, putting it 2 onto my side.
Indeed. Right, over to me. K2. K2 is going in reserve. Cassian Andor. Not honestly someone I'm excited to see at this moment in time. But there you go. It's not going well for me today. My order deck is not cooperating with life. Okay. What are you going to do, Cass? Pretty little of consequence, actually. Yeah, it's Dash Repo. Oh, yeah, he's just not replete with shoves. Borderline not useful. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I love it. I'm going to spend a force for we need to blend in. So I dash someone, and then I dash Cassian, and then if the character I dashed was a spy, both the Dashy and Cassian gain a hunker. I'm
Hmm.
going to dash Leia. Who is, of course, a spy. So I'll just stick the hunker on Leia. I'll stick a hunker on Cassian. Gonna dash Cassian onto this ingress point, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, cool. Cassian's gonna shoot this ISF because look at him. Yeah, that will be an 8 dice attack.
Five dice defense. 4 blocks.
Cool. I get to go 2 down my tree. That is a mere 3 damage and a pin.
That is. You've left me 1 away from death and pin.
Hmm. 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 Really needed to get 1 more success through. Hmm. Hmm. Could have focused, but I didn't think of that. Gonna move Cassian up to be on the point. And then I'm gonna score my pathetic 2. And at this point we get hurry up cubes.
Yep.
Over to you, Oro.
Okie dokie. Drawing from the top deck. Flipping. It is my Shatterpoint card. Apologies for a little dithering.
Yeah, yeah. Complex game state and all that.
Hmm. Okay. I am going to Shatterpoint Iden Versia.
Mm-hmm.
Checking which of my scouts are within range 4 of her. It's just that ISF.
Yep.
That ISF is going to dash to here. Continuing to hold that point down. I will continue to win it because I had it at the start, unless you move another person onto it. But Iden leaving is going to create a tie.
Yep.
Iden herself then dashes. Why are you bouncing to? You didn't need to bounce to here.
Yep.
I am in range of the point, but not in melee range of Princess Leia.
That's accurate. He's not in Bodhi's aura. I was just checking.
I spend a force for Commando Doctrines, and I dash directly onto the point. Am I within 4 of an enemy? Very much yes. So I gain focus and sharpshooter 1.
Right.
I still haven't used an action yet.
Right.
I then am going to spend another force. Princess Leia's hunkers fell off when I engaged her.
Yeah, I did that.
I'm going to use ID10. If you have any hunkers, you lose it. If no hunkers were removed, you become exposed. So
Very
you
good.
become exposed. I'm then going to, for my first action, use Vader dice and make a melee attack. 6 base, +1 for focus, +3 for Vader dice is a total of 10, and you are exposed against this attack.
Four blocks.
Okay, I have 4 hits, 3 crits, and 2 blocks to failures.
Okay, so 2
So I
blocks.
think I go 5 down my tree.
Yep.
Uh, how many hit points do you have?
9.
In that case, I'm going to do you 9 damage, pin you, and re-expose you.
Right.
Uh, I have wounded you. I take a momentum. Iden stuff triggers, and then your revenge options trigger.
Yeah.
I am going to strain Baze and Chirrut.
Okie dokie.
I am not going to make any use of the dash, but I will heal off one of the damage I did to myself with Vader dice. My Iden stuff is done. It is now time for your revenge. Leia can't revenge herself.
Very frustrating, but I think what I'm going to do. Odie Rook is a spy, so he gets a repo from Cassian. Uh, so I'm going to bring Bodhi back here, which has the effect of, oh, slightly that way, which has the effect of holding the point.
Yep.
Also, because Leia's now within his bubble, and Leia's a spy. Her expose immediately falls off because she's become immune to expose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Iden has a remaining action, but I think taking everything into account, the best use of it is to heal off one of more of the damage that I did myself.
Okay.
Um, so that is the end of my turn. We've done a lot of stuff. We've not actually changed control of very many points, so I score 3.
Yeah. Over to me.
Over to you.
pondering my options here. Yeah, I'm going to go with K2, who's in reserve currently. I'm going to spend one for why does she get a blaster and I don't? Targeting the Rebel Commando. So that gets me a dash towards. And also the Rebel Commando gets to remove, well, gain a hunger, which would be pointless, or remove a condition. It does only have one condition right now, but you might decide to condition stack them in the abstract, right? Yeah, I can realise my dreams of stealing that objective off you with my move, but before I do, I am going to just take a shot at that ISF with my pistol.
Okay.
So it's a 7 dice shot from K2SO.
5 dice ranged defense. I have 2 blocks and a heal.
4 hits and an expertise, which gets me a crit. So I go 3 down my tree. Only need to do 1 damage, right?
You only need to do 1 damage.
And you're already pinned?
And I'm already pinned.
So I'll have 2 damage, 2 shoves, and a disarm.
Cool. I then resolve my heal. I'm not allowed to heal any damage because I have been wounded. Take the momentum. And I choose to remove the pin.
Come on. There you go. I don't follow up my shoves because, of course, I want to move to this
The other
ingress
way.
point with my move action. Yeah, so he moves to there, easily within an inch of this, and climbs to here. Yeah. And now claims that for Team Blue. And I score 3.
You do. Which brings us to a tie. We both gain momentum.
That was a good turn, K2. All right, over to you.
Okay. 3 cards, 2 force. Let's see what I can do. Flip. It is Darth Vader, Jedi Hunter. He is going to get use of one of my 2 remaining force. Yeah, I think we're okay. He Vader's Furies. He then makes use of that same ingress point. It could be a dash, it could be an advance, doesn't matter. It's a move that ends within an inch of the ingress point.
Yep.
And so up he comes. He is contesting that objective. Obviously, K2's there right now.
Yep.
He flips into Dark Fury. He spends 2 damage to get 3 extra dice. He rolls 10 dice into K2.
Okay, K2.
After expertise, I have 7 hits and 2 crits.
3 blocks and the ever-present redundant crit to a normal.
Okay, that leaves me doing 6 down my tree, which there are 6 boxes on one form of my tree. How many hit points has a K2?
9.
I'm going to choose to do you 11 damage and 3 pushes.
Okay.
The first push. Vader is going to follow up on the first push. Second push. Vader's not going to follow up on the second push. Third push. Vader is not going to follow up on the third push.
Right.
I claim momentum.
Vader is pinned and strained. As this happened
Uh,
when you wound K2.
My Iden things will happen first, which is important because there's a heal on the Iden things I cannot use to clear the pin or the strain, and there's a
Okay.
dash I can't use to clear the pin. Yeah.
Yep.
So I check to see if anyone is within 4 other than the one are there any enemies within 4 other than the one I just wounded that are not. I get a heal, which I'll use to heal one of the damage I did to myself, and a dash, which I'm not going to make use of. And then I become, was it disarmed and pinned?
Pinned and strained, sir.
Pinned and strained, the worst combination. Ouch.
Yeah.
And any further revenge.
Yeah. Thinking about that. They will not get that, and they will trigger their strain for their trouble. Can't move Bodhi because I could move Bodhi and take this point,
And we'd swap control.
and then you'd take this point, and it's like um. But then I'd have a point.
You might prefer to have Bodhi in that position for struggle too.
I might prefer that. Yes, that's true. Because you're going to score. You're going to win the struggle now, aren't you?
I'm going to win the struggle unless there is a revenge option I have not seen coming. That's always a possibility. I can't. There are often revenge options I do not see, but I thought about it quite carefully. I think I am now going to win the struggle. Certainly, if you passed on the opportunity for revenge, I would now win the struggle. So unless you can take a point from me without giving me a different one, I think I'm about to win the struggle.
Yeah. Well, in terms of revenges, then, I'm certainly going to. I'll dash the wounded Leia towards Darth Vader to clear her pin, because that's free.
Mhm.
And then I will.
Remember to give out the hunker that you can give out, probably to Bodhi Rook.
Yeah, and then it'll immediately be lost because Iden's there, right?
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, which is why I'm not doing that.
You can give a second hunker to Baze and Chirrut.
Yeah, I could. It's range 3, isn't it? I need to get a hunker token from the bag,
Yes.
which I can't seem to remember how to do. Ah, yeah,
There you go.
splendid. Um, I'll do that, and then I may well move Bodhi over yonder. Um, I don't know. Just on the basis that when the struggle flips, this will become a tie, whereas Bodhi will have that objective if that one's on, right? That's my only logic there.
When the struggle flips, both of these will be ties if you don't move Bodhi, and neither of them will be ties if you do move Bodhi.
No, because your ISF are dead.
Yes. This is tied because no one is on it.
Yeah, oh, okay.
This
Yeah.
is tied because there's 2 living people on it. If you move from here to here, this one will become mine and that one will become yours.
Yes. What I mean is, when the struggle flips, control tokens disappear, and currently
Yep.
this Iden Bodhi point will be nobody's, whereas if Bodhi is stood over here, this point will become mine, right?
Yeah. But this point will become mine when the struggle flips at the end of the next turn.
Yes, but I'd rather, I guess, gamble that, well, die. I don't know. Difficult. Maybe. Hmm. No, I know what I'll do. I think
Okay.
I'm gonna repo Wounded Leia because I know that my deck is Leia, Shatterpoint, and Base and Turret. Because I'm acutely aware that I've had none of my best stuff. So I'm gonna pop Leia up there.
Okay.
That's it for revenge. So you may claim the struggle. Cassian Andor is going to blow up the town because he's a bad guy. That is 3 hits, so that is 3 damage for all of your
Okay.
chaps.
I'm just going to go through one by one. Commander Iden Versio takes 3 damage. The ISF take no damage because they are already wounded. Darth Vader takes 3 damage. The Death Troop Escort takes 3 damage. No one takes any damage here because none of my stuff is here.
I imagine are the ISF contesting this point? Yeah, they are.
The ISF also takes 3 damage.
Yeah. Perfectly fun ability that everybody loves, that one.
I try not to complain about it because people constantly complaining about it is sort of drives negativity. There's no point complaining about it. It is what it is. You need to play around it.
Yeah. Right, and now I will flip struggle 2, right?
Yep.
Right. I imagine I want to take the 2 that are on my table half. But I'm just having a proper think. So that will be the 2 on my side, of which I currently only own 1, and the one with Darth Vader standing on it.
Yeah.
In the alternative, I could have the one with Princess Leia on, and 2 that
This one, which is claimed by
Hask?
this one, which
Not quite.
Hask does not quite claim, and this one, which is locked down by DTE.
Yeah. Looking at the relative position of my miniatures, I think I want the obvious choice.
Okay. So we've got Iden's point, Vader's point, and Cassian's point. All points held currently by primaries.
Yeah. And then we're going to roll priority.
It's Vader's point.
Of course it is, right? And then we're going to have a look and see what the no, just one card. Just one card. There we are. Princess Leia. Okay. Okay. Leia can be a thing doer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So she wakes up. I know I've got to do a tactic first. I'm just seeing what the crack is regarding my ability to move. Darth is directly over his point, isn't he?
He is.
Oh, bollocks. Sorry, I didn't. We'll put him back. So I don't
Was,
know.
I think, just there, because there was a slither of point visible under his base.
Yeah. Don't know if being there will. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm gonna have to try anyway. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So. Yeah. She's going to use her tactic into the garbage chute flyboy on Baze and Turret, which will mean that they lose all of their hunkers and take 3 damage, which is disagreeable. But it also means that I will score this point.
Why would they lose their hunkers?
Because they're engaged with Iden Versio.
Ah, right, fair enough.
So they lose their hunkers, they lose their strain, they take 3 damage. And then Leia is going to do the aforementioned move. To here. Yep.
You are within range of the point,
That's good to
but
know.
on the wrong level.
And then Leia is going to shoot Dad. No, those are defensive.
Dice. Those are attack dice. Because we both make the opposite mistake.
Yeah.
And it would be very Darth Vader to defend with attack dice. I have 2 blocks.
Okay, I have 2 hits and an expertise. My 1 expertise comes through to a crit. So that is a damage and a shove, which I'm very hopeful. Yep, that looks like I can shove you off with a single shove. And then I can follow up on my single shove to attain the correct level. Did you put your 1 damage on?
I did put my 1 damage on. I traded 4 in for 5.
That's cool. And so with all that done, I can score the board.
Well done.
Princess Leia is like the best primary in Rebels. I will fight people who say she isn't. The Americans are really down, and I don't understand.
I think she's very good. I do not think she's the best primary in
I
Rebels.
realise that's a hot take because Cassian exists. I understand.
Yeah. She certainly, I think, has some of the best activations. Because Cassian, like Moff Gideon, but more so, has lots and lots of value off his turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. The turn of the Galactic Empire.
I have one force. I have two cards. They are the ISB and Gideon Hask. Rolling priority. It is Cassian Andor's point that is the priority point, which I think is the one point I had no realistic chance of getting to. This struggle may be lost. It's the ISB.
What's that? A long struggle one followed by a quick struggle. It's almost like I'm playing Shatterpoint.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just doing some measuring.
Yep.
Okay. I will use my last force. ISB are going to use assault tactics. Let your part, guys. You're not allowed over that. And then are going to use their regular move to get within range of the ingress point.
Yep.
That one is legal. That one is also legal. They are both within 2 inches of Leia Organa, but the back one is not at time of writing within range of the objective. They take the damage to also focus. Okay, the one who is closer to Leia is going to attack. He is not going to use Vader dice.
Four blocks.
I have a hit, 2 crits, and a shove not from and a shove on from the expertise table. So I'm going 2 down. I think I'm happy with just the 1 shove. So I'm going to do a shove, a pin, and 2 damage.
Yep.
I'm going to follow the shove up. Stop at the edge. Right. I'm going to check range, see if there's any alternatives to Leia to shoot at that are not. So he will shoot Leia, 1 less dice because he doesn't get the benefit of impact. I have 6 hits and a crit.
I have 3 blocks, a crit to a normal, and a dash.
Okay, I think I'm going 4 down my tree and then you're dashing.
Yep.
Which I think will probably end up having the effect of clearing your pin. But I do go 4 down my tree first.
Yep.
So I'm going to do you a further 3 damage, a pin again, which will turn into a 4th damage and expose you.
Yep.
And then you get to dash, which clears your pin.
Yep. Okie doke. You have that objective now, sir.
I do have that objective. I shall score 1, and I will also take a momentum for failing to draw it back into my half. On to your turn.
Let's roll priority. Priority remains with Cassian Andor. Very good. Shatterpoint. Shatterpoint, Shatterpoint, Shatterpoint. Do I do something peculiar?
You can decide if you wish to do something peculiar. I note that if you wound the ISB and take their point from them, you claim the struggle.
Does the ISB didn't do anything to solve his not contesting problem, did he?
Nope, that point is held by a single ISB agent who is on, and the ISBs as a collective are on 4 health.
Oh, piss off! Not you. The propensity of the tools to just do the wrong thing at the wrong time. Auto raise is not on, so why was it doing it? But yeah, that's okay, that's gonna be fine. So I will Shatterpoint Princess Leia. She does have a tactic, so I can dash someone else. Let me think here. In a strange position of not actually wanting to dash any of my characters particularly, which is weird. I guess I'll dash K2 because it's literally free, and wounded K2 may as well be a bit nearer things that may happen in the future. Right.
Makes sense?
And then Leia herself is going to focus. She has the ability to, when she focuses, she gets dash for free. So the dash will take her to the ingress point, and then she'll be in this space up here.
Can't use a sharpshooter now.
No, but I'm going to punch the ISB that's on the objective. I don't have sharpshooter, but I do, of course, have impact 2 from Cassian Andor.
Ah.
So it's a 9 dice attack. And my last card is Baze and Chirrut, who generate a force and spend at most 1 force. So I'm going to spend my last force on getting a coordinated fire damage from the Rebel Commando that's back there, right? And then I'll roll my 9 dice.
Very good.
That was a pretty good roll.
Sorry, you're just going to need to give me a moment and then I'll be back in position to roll my defense dice.
Yep.
I am back. Rolling my defense. I have 2 blocks.
Well, I have 8 hits and a crit, plus an extra damage redundantly. So
Okay.
we will have the top path. Yeah. I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 damage, which is enough, right?
Yeah.
I will give myself 2 heals, a single, and 2 shoves, and a repo. So I guess I'm shoving you off just on the basis that the struggle is about to end. So the first shove is going to be to the edge, right? And the second shove is going to be off. I am already on that objective. I will resolve my 2 heals to heal the exposed and 1 of my points of damage. I may as well use the repo to just sort of, you know, like that. In fact, that's just, well, it's probably nothing worth worrying about. Yeah, you know what? We can be here.
Okay.
That seems like a nice place to stand. No, actually, here. If we backstop that way.
Okay.
I mean, I've no idea that's going to be a point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I will score the table. So I get a momentum. I score 4. I win the struggle. Cassian Andor obnoxiously blows up the town.
Two damage
2
on
damage.
Darth Vader, and I think only on Darth Vader. Oh no, and Iden
Iden,
Versio.
yeah.
Beating up my primaries.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, and then we can reset and do the last struggle.
Yep. Okay, I flip and pick. Okay, it could be. Okay, it is DT's point. On both versions, it's DT's point.
Good.
It could be this one or this one, both of which are. Ooh, the ISB are dead in any event, but yeah, if they came back to life, they would contest that center, right? It could be that one or that one. That one's got no one. That one is yours. So I think I want this one. And yep, falling icons have, as usual, knocked models to the ground. I don't know if the people who make the mod should make those icons incorporeal or something, because it's not great when they fall from the sky and just create chaos. Okay, and rolling priority
Yep.
is the one that I have control of to start with.
Good for you.
Okay. Uh, and I know for a fact it's Gideon Hask. I have no force to go with him. So Okay. If I don't have force, I shall simply make use of life instead. Go slightly back so I can
Yep.
fit onto the gantry. Okay. I am going to take 2 damage to use some Vader dice, and I'm going to attack Princess Leia in melee.
Okie dokie do.
9 dice.
Two
I have
blocks,
3. I
crit
have
down, and
3
a dash.
hit. I have 3 hits, 2 crits, and a block to a miss.
Okay.
You have
2 blocks down to 1, a pointless crit down, and a dash. So a
right there.
block and then a dash at the end.
So I should be going 4 down my tree, and then you will be dashing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So you can't help but kill me.
Yep. I will
Well, you
do
can't help, I suppose.
you 5 damage and 2 pushes, and I will have a dash.
Okie dokie.
So shoot there. Follow up. Can't be. No. Good angle then. And then push here, and I won't follow up. Then I will have my dash from my table.
Yep.
Okay. And then I have killed someone, and I have Iden, so I check for allies within range 4. There are none. Sorry, the allies of the thing I killed within range 4. There
Yep.
are none. And then I take a heal and a dash, and I think I can dash to that ladder, then be within an inch of the ladder and within 2 inches of the objective. I think that works, so I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, this goes down as my blunder of the match. Okay.
Sorry, is this all part of the attack action, yeah?
Uh, Sort of. We've ended the attack action, and we are having the consequences of a wound.
Yeah.
Mine first, and then your revenge.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Just
So
make
if your
sure.
question is, this is all before my revenge, yes. But we're technically out of the attack action now. Okay, and yep, I'm within range of that objective. And now your revenge happens. Oh, and I get a momentum.
Cool. I'm scrutinizing. Is it your thinking that you've blocked that ladder, yeah?
I may have blocked that ladder. I didn't intend. My intention was to get to the objective on the right level. I think I have also blocked the ladder. Let me bring out my one.
Yeah, it's gonna be easier for you, isn't it?
Unsnap it. Yes, I think I've blocked the ladder.
Very good. Cool. Well, I'm gonna repo. My Yeah, I'm gonna repo Bodhi Rook because he's a spy, so he gets to do a repo, and he's gonna go back over to that point. Everybody else on that point is dead.
Yep. Okay.
Well, trying to put my figure where I want it. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Do you want to lift up your commando and flip that point?
Yeah.
I take these two, you take that one. Score 3. Your turn.
Roll priority. Oh, it's that back point, which is the one that is not desperately conducive to activities. Okay. Okay. Well, it is Bays and Turret. I gain a force. I immediately spend my force to do whatever it is that they do, where they both get to dash. We've been in worse cages than this one. I think there's probably space there. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like they just cleared melee with Iden Versio.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to declare an attack action after flipping our stance card.
Okay.
Yep. So that will be a ranged attack, 7 dice, starting with Baze Malbus, targeting Gideon Hask.
I have 3 blocks and a heal.
Very good. I have 2 hits and 4 crits, effectively. So I get to go 4 down my tree. I take 5 damage, a shove, and a pin.
When all is said and all is done, I heal the pin.
Turret Imway. It's going to shoot Iden, I think. He got a repo on 3.
Okay.
Thinking about my life. No, I'm going to shoot Iden.
Not a great roll, that. I have 2 blocks and a heal.
Okay, 2 hits, a crit, and 2 expertise. So I just have 2 crits. So that is the 3 damage and a shove, so that does kill her, just.
And she is left, really annoyingly, with a heal, but nothing that can be healed, because she has taken... She's wounded and therefore cannot remove damage, and has no conditions. Be sure to mark your momentum.
Yes. And then they still have their move action, right?
They still have an action that they could use to move.
Yes, that's true. They're going to, because they would quite like to activate the ingress point.
Okay.
Thanks, Tootle. I love you too, buddy. Yeah, they're both in range of contesting that.
Okay.
Cool. So this becomes mine.
It does.
Alas, I only score 2 because the priority point roll was not kind.
You get a momentum. I don't think you gave yourself your momentum for wounding.
A killing momentum and a pity cube, yeah.
Okay. I have a full deck and a full hand of force. Let's see what the deck gives me. Deck wants to give me ISB. What is the priority point? Priority point is over there. The ISB are not a million miles away from it. Yeah, let's try giving this a go. Now the ISB wake up. The ISB take a move action.
Yep.
Oh, heck. Yep,
Yes.
I have misjudged that,
Yeah, you
and
have.
I do not get that ladder.
Smell blunder of the game, Ben.
Fun?
I smell blunder of the
Yep.
game.
Yep, I think that is the blunder of the game. Okay, I use 2 force to use assault tactics. It is this rebel commander that it's under, isn't it?
Yep. Yep.
I go to here. I am within 2 of the objective, and I'm within 2 of Bodhi Rook.
Yep.
I will. They will be taking a damage to become focused. My friend, my poor foolish friend, who misjudged his dimensions, is going to dash up here, and he will be able to shoot Bodhi Rook a little bit, but will not be able to come in and count towards bodying the objective.
Yep.
So the one who is shooting has 7 dice because you don't get impact when you're shooting.
Shooting
And
Bodhi
shoot
Rook, yeah.
Bodhi Rook. Yeah. What the bloody hell is 4 expertise when you're an Imperial Imperial Security Bureau? Oh, it's rubbish. I have 3 hits and a crit.
I have 3 blocks.
Okay, I will just resolve my crit and do you 2 damage.
Very good.
Now the one who is in melee is going to take some tutelage from the Dark Lord of the Sith, take 2 damage and use Vader dice in addition to his impact and focus. Because you need to die. Oh. 5 crits, 2 hits, and a push.
3 blocks. Currently steadfast, so.
Right, so it's just the 5 crits.
Yep.
You're backstopped, but so it's irrelevant, but the shove is from expertise and so would bypass steadfast.
Okay.
However, I'm going to do the condition route on my main tree and do you 5 damage, pin you, and expose you. I suspect you're immune to expose.
Yes.
But does 5 damage and a pin kill you?
Yes.
Excellent. I claim momentum. I'm going to disarm the rebel commandos.
Okay.
I'm going to heal. And regrettably, the dash does need to be done by the same character who got the wound, so I can't use it to cure my mistake and have my friend dash in here. It is now
Okay.
time for your revenge, if any.
Yes. You just desummon this range 4 tool for me, please.
Oh, certainly, I'll remove all my tools.
Just picking up my commando briefly because I know where he is.
Yeah.
No, there's no leaping off there and keeping that objective forever, I don't think. Unless you're slightly further forward. No. Which model of yours was it that took the shot, by the way? That killed?
It is this model, the one under the
One in
bridge,
combat.
that killed him with a melee attack. The other guy took a shot that softened him up.
Yeah. Okay. So is there a world? I don't know. Going to use Charming Leia, Cassian's repo on the wounded Charming Leia, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Come on. And then I'm going to use Leia's own revenge. No, she's quite gonna clear that way. Much health you want? You're on loads of health, aren't you? She's gonna come up the ingress point with her dash towards. Why is she in midair? What?
Give me a moment. All will become clear.
Oh, I had no idea that was there. Well,
Sorry. For those of you who weren't here during setup, part of this didn't load in for Mr. TI. We thought we'd caught everything, but apparently there was a box he had been unknowing of.
it's frustrating because you're gonna do that 5 dice, and it's got shoves, but I'm trying to see if there's a place where I can put her where shoves will actually help, you know? I think that might do something. Yeah, we'll try it from there. See what I get on my 5 dice attack. Oh,
I have
shit.
3 blocks.
Well, I rolled. Well, I got a crit, so it's a shove and a damage. I think I can shove you kind of away. I don't know what you think.
Okay, let's start. I'm going to remove the grey crates and the thing. We're going to look at it without. We're going to look at it with the straight view and see what we
Yeah.
can do. Some grey crates. The bridge. Okay. I think that would be a way from you,
Yep. So
and
that's
is a
what we'll do.
place that you can do.
That's what we'll do.
Shall I resolve it?
Yep.
Okay, there. I'm now going to move your rebel commando and check range.
Yep. Yeah.
You've just managed it.
Saved it. Good job, Leia. Best primary in Rebels.
Okay, bridge back down, locking it into place. Grey crates back, locking them into place, locking the top grey crate, which is inexplicably a different object, into place, and we are restored the status. You stopped me from scoring that priority point.
Yep.
I score 1
Yep.
instead of 3,
Yes.
and it is your turn.
The priority point is this one that is being held by me with no one on it, which is amazing. But I held it, so that's good. And my card to play with is K2SO, Outspoken Enforcer. Well, he's going to struggle. There's a whole ass Darth Vader there. That said, let me see. How is he for conditions? He's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I play K2. He wakes up. He's going to spend 2 force for why does she get a blaster and I don't? Once again, targeting that rebel commando that's conveniently over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I am dash towards the rebel commando, which will put me in range of this ingress point and away from Mr. D. Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith, and all the other bad guy to wake up near. Yeah. And then I need to look at my expertise table. Sevens and sevens. Pistol is better if I roll 2 expertise. Yeah, we'll do a shot. Gonna shoot DTE.
Okay. After expertise, I have 3 blocks.
I have 3 hits and a crit, so I go 1 down my tree.
Mm-hmm.
But I can get a shove on 1. Goodbye. The Death Trooper escort. And then I will simply conclude with a move action. Plenty. Good job, K2.
Give me a moment.
Yep.
I am able to spend a force to reposition after an attack is made that does not wound me. I am trying to work out if a reposition can get me back up there and spoil your whole day.
Alright. I don't know where you're going to place him up that ladder.
Um,
Because of the interplay of the crates and the corpse of the commando.
let's work out if I can get to the ladder first and go from there.
Yeah, do you want me to move K2 back?
Why would? Oh yeah, you've not yes, because you're not in position yet.
I, I
This is
shot you and did a move action, yes.
yeah. So this is happening before your move out.
That's fine. He was, more or less there.
Yep.
I think he was actually a bit further forward. I didn't use my whole move thing, so yeah.
Sorry, doing things that would be very easy on the tabletop but are tricky in TTS.
Yeah, you need to get it to not. Basically, you just need to get this on the floor.
Right. Okay, let's do not auto raid. Okay. I will spend the force. I am pressing the place button. I am within an inch of the ladder.
Yeah.
I ascend. And I think going to put one in from my
Yeah.
base. I am within one of the ladder.
All right. Fair enough. I'm still going to move K2 into that gap.
I
Oh no, I can't, can I? Because I'll be needing to do a dash now. So it'll be a little bit further back, but I still fancy on the objective. Yep.
But it stays red, which is very important for lockdown
It
purposes.
stays red for now, yes. Yeah, I'm hoping that those commandos might deign to wake up at some point, right? They're very sleepy boys. I will score 3.
Yep, putting it 1 onto your
1,
side.
2, 3, achieving my side of the board. And then you can have a turn.
Okay. I have 6 cards and 4 force yes left to use them, but I'm probably not going to go to the full 6 cards. My Imperial Special Forces. Let's check priority before deciding if I want to preserve them. It's the one I just saved. So if my Imperial Special Forces wake up,
They take that point
they will
without.
just take that point because it's completely unopposed.
Yep.
Where
is the other one?
Where is the other one? Oh, it's here.
Mystery.
You knocked him behind a building. He's back here, lurking behind Cassian Andor. Cassian Andor threw him off the building and no doubt thought he was dead, and then he lurks back up.
Grimmingly relevant, that other fella, but sure, yeah.
But yes, I shall activate my Imperial Special Forces. They unwound and in the process clear all damage in one condition. They would then clear a damage in a condition, but they're left without any damage or condition to clear because of their tactic. Okay. Your job is to be here and to take this point. Okay. I'm going to spend a force for covert operations.
Yep.
Actually, I'm going to do things in a different order. I'm going to take a move action because it's just much easier to resolve the move action than the dash. So, going to take a move action. Then, and the one who is on this point chooses not to move with his move action. Then I'm going to covert operations.
Yeah.
Moving to here. I believe I am now in range of that objective, albeit on the wrong level.
Yeah.
This one is everyone he's engaged with is dead, and he is, damn it, so close. This one is easily within range of Phase and Turret. I gained focus and sharpshooter because I ended my covert operations within 4 of an enemy.
They are on the side of their card with steadfast, by the way.
That's fine. I have no pushes.
Oh, okay.
We're in the murder business, son. And the one who's attacking Base and Turret, that is the one who's come up behind them, attacked Base and Turret with 8 damage. I have 3 hits and 4 crits. So I just resolve my 4 crits and go 4 down my tree. I'm going to do you. I'm going to do you 4 damage, a pin, and a strain. And I am myself going to take a reposition. I'm just going to reposition I'm going to reposition to here, not quite using the full reposition, so as still to be within range, albeit on the wrong level.
I had a random dash, so I clear that pin, by the way.
Does that not cause your strain to blow up and kill you, or is it only
No,
if you actually move from the dash?
as per word of Jed, when you clear a pin with a move, you do not count as having taken the action, and therefore you do not suffer the strain.
Okie dokie.
Because the pin prevents the action from happening.
Right out. Good stuff. Okay. The other Imperial Special Forces is going to shoot Princess Leia.
Okay. Shooting wounded Leia. Two blocks.
I have 2 crits, 3 hits, so I'm going 3 down my tree. I do you 3 damage, which you ignore, and also pin and strain you.
Very good.
Okay, I take the objective under the Rebel Commando,
Yes.
but I do not take this objective, and I score 3.
You do.
I also do not get a momentum for wounding Baze and Sheriff.
Over to me.
Over to you.
That one. And the character.
I think I didn't. I'm sorry. I think I didn't mark off the force I used. Yes, I definitely didn't. So there, that is the correct force balance.
I am on Shatterpoint. Very good. I will most certainly, I think. Will I? Is that okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to Shatterpoint the Rebel Commandos.
Okie dokie.
They clear all their things. From where he is currently, I can shove that ISF that way, can't I?
Yes.
Yeah. Gonna focus and attack with both Rebel Commandos, I think. Yeah. So this commando first. It's Shatterpoint, so they're getting 8. No, 9.
3 blocks.
4 hits and 3 expertise. So 5 hits, a crit, and a damage. 3 blocks, you say?
3 blocks, I say.
So 2 down my tree and a random damage. So that's 3 damage, a push to pin. No, 3 down my tree. Did I say? Did I mean that? No, it's 2 down my tree. I did the right thing. I just said the wrong word. Yeah, it's 2 damage, a push to pin. No, 3 damage, a push to pin. Yeah.
Okay. Resolve the push.
Whoop.
I'm just going to move you and briefly check range.
Yeah, I don't think you're off it.
I am not off it.
And then there's a Rebel Commando back here.
Mhm.
Can you just punch through the boxes? You don't need line of sight for melee. It's like not a thing, is it?
I don't think you need line of sight for melee, and even if you did need line of sight, you could shoot each other over those boxes
Yeah.
because they are not height. They're not 2 inches. They're not
Yeah.
They're
I'm
not a
being
two-measurement tool
bamboozled
at all.
because the miniature is ducking, right? So I'm gonna
Yep.
punch the Death Trooper fella.
I have 2 blocks.
2 blocks, did you say?
4 blocks.
Cool. I have 5 hits, 3 crits, and a floating damage. So 6 down my tree and a damage, which is my full tree. So, you have, yeah, you're gonna die.
It will take 7 damage to kill me because I have 6 hit points left and I have protection.
Cool. So I go my top path, which nets me 8 damage. You're also pinned, disarmed, a single shove, and I can have a heal and a repo. Doesn't have anything relevant to heal, but I'm going to shove you away. I'm going to check your range. You're not on the objective. So I could repo and still have that be being taken by K2SO if I wanted to move, but I think at this point having 2 bodies is probably better.
It is 10 to 10. Do you want to turn on mission critical?
Yeah, we can do. I'll score 2, and I get 1 momentum for wounding and 1 momentum for the fact it's landed on 0, and you gain a momentum.
Yes, and you also gain a momentum for mission critical.
Yeah, okay.
No, you didn't wound. Oh yes, you did wound. Sorry, ignore me. It's too late. I'm getting tired.
The
Yes,
Death
you
Trooper.
wounded. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't wound the one where it mattered, where I would have swung a second point. But I
That
wounded.
is why I got
Yeah.
confused. But yes, I was right. It is the broken one, which is the one that DT has just lost control of.
Yep.
So, what do I get from my deck? Iden Versio. Okay, that point is mine. Yes, I will activate Iden Versio. Both of the Imperial Special Forces get a dash. This one, who's contesting a point, uses that dash to clear their pin.
Yep.
This one, who's not contesting a point on the right level, the ladder is blocked. Is going to remain where he is.
Okay.
Iden then has a dash that she can use. She is going to dash to here.
Yep. Not sure why you're taking so long to think, but
Iden is going to shoot Baze and Shurat
Yes.
with no additional dice and no exposing them or anything. I'm deciding which of my gimmicks to use.
Hmm.
I have 2 hits and a crit.
I have 4 blocks and a dash.
Right. I will do you a damage and a pin.
Interesting, you don't kill me. Unexpected. I dash away the pin.
Hmm.
I felt sure you were simply going to do them 2 damage and win the game.
I don't have control of this point over here, so I wouldn't win the game.
Oh,
This
right,
point is
yes,
yours.
that one. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
No, you'd be 1 off, wouldn't you? Yeah.
I'd be 2 off, I think.
1 for wounding, 1 for mission critical.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I'd forgotten mission
You would have been
critical.
1 off, but yeah.
Okay.
You rolled staggeringly unluckily.
Iden is going to take her move. This does not bring her in range of the ingress point, nor will her dash allow her to contest the primary objective. No point spending additional force. I will score 1, get a momentum for mission critical.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Yeah. Right, okay. Let's see what
Yeah,
priority point is. It is circle.
you have won. You may wish to continue resolving, but you will get a point for mission critical, and that will be enough
Yeah,
to
yeah,
bring it
yeah,
to
yeah.
your victory. You may wish to see if you get an additional wound.
Because I'm logging all of my games, Ben, on a spreadsheet, I will play out my last turn to see if I get an extra wound.
Okay.
Come on. Thank you. Baze and Cheroot. I mean, I don't really risk too much with them because they're strained. So, I get a force back, and then my first action just must be to heal my strain. And then I will flip my card? Question mark? Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And then I will declare an attack action. Um, who looks like a shootable animal? Where is Gideon Hask?
Gideon Hask.
Under that bridge. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot Gideon Hask. He looks like a shootable animal. He's down here, Ben.
All right.
Um,
I will warn you, Gideon Hask has personal revenge.
okay, let's read Gideon Hask's card. Uh, dash him. Oh, I just won't shoot him then. Amazing. Um, what else have we got? We got some ISBs. Got this guy. Is he in range? Yeah, they'll shoot the ISF.
ISF. Very good.
And that's going to be a 8 dice attack.
Five blocks, which is a lot of blocks.
Yeah, and I roll 4 misses. So what is 1? So I get 2 crits through.
Righto.
I'll just take a 2 damage and a disarm, and then I'll do exactly the same thing again.
See if I can roll as well the second time. I can't. I have 2 blocks and a heal.
I have 3 crits and a pin. So, how much damage do I need to do?
3.
Yeah, I do the 3 damage and you're wounded. So I'll take the wound. And then, let me just think about one more thing. Is there literally any point to me insisting on rolling to block the town? No, because nothing of yours that's alive is on a point.
Okay.
I have 1.
You have 1.
And I wounded how many of yours?
With that last exchange, you have done 5 wounds to me.
Okay. And you have done 5 wounds to me.
Yep.
Yep. Right, I have to say, Ben, that is the best game you ever put into Cassian that I can remember. I really
Yes,
thought I
I
was
think
going to
so.
lose it. You know?
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
you were like a bad Iden dice roll away from winning the game. You know? You just kind of got messed up by Iden not like if Iden had managed to kill Baze and Churrit and then she could have moved and done other shit, right?
Yeah, because if she killed them, she would have gotten heal and dash and yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep, 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 yep.
Which, to be fair, I had force. I could have exposed them. I
Yep.
could have dashed and become focused. I decided to save that force to have increased flexibility with the rest of the turn and my attack whiffed. But like I had things I could have done to give that attack a little insurance, and I thought I only need to do 2 damage.
Yep. If you'd exposed them, they'd be dead. Because I remember
Yep.
what I rolled.
Yep.
That might be.
I don't think that's my blunder of the game. I think my blunder of the game was misjudging the ISBs,
Yeah.
which was a 2-point swing in the third struggle. And I think probably, obviously, there were lots of other things, but I think probably if I hadn't made that blunder, I probably would have won. So
Yeah.
I'm putting that down as that blunder is why I lost. I don't know that I can think of a particularly good play of mine. Maybe it was focusing on Leia, beating her up a lot because she doesn't get her own revenge.
Yeah. Let me try and think. What did you? This list. The thing is, it's with your B list, right? There's very obvious, like your play of the game will almost always be something to do with fifth brother and fourth sister doing their massive turn. This list doesn't feel like it has like a single massive. It's a really good list. It doesn't feel like it has a single massive killer combo. Um, there was the moment when Iden ran forward and just meleeed someone to death. That was quite fun. I don't know if it was particularly strategic though.
No, because with revenge you managed to keep the point.
Yeah. I can't. I'm trying to think. I think my play of the game may well have been shoving you off a point with a wounded Leia revenge.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Um, but then Leia also had a really good turn where I scored the board with her at one point.
Yes, beginning of struggle 2.
Yeah. I just really like Princess Leia.
She's good. I think Princess Leia is a very strong primary. I think it is my opinion that your list is one tweak away from being what I think is the best list in the game. In that I think you should run Luke instead of Bodhi.
Mm,
Um, but other than that, I think you're running the best list in the game at them.
mm, 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 mm.
Yeah. I think Never Tell really causes you more problems than I expected it to, because on Sabotage, your revenge very often gets you onto a point, and in Never Tell, it kept not quite being enough. You kept being in a situation where I'd killed
Yeah.
something, and nothing was a reposition away from a new point.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So I think I do want to keep running Never Tell with this list. I think it helps against Cassian because it makes everything more spread out.
It's interesting.
Um,
It's one of those things where I'm going to say something that might sound slightly unkind, but I really feel like I lost struggle one because of I really had a bad draw order. Um, I think I ended up with my bottom three cards being Shatterpoint, Leia, and Baze and Churret, which just wasn't fun. And they were on the flank where the midline objective was as well.
yep, yep.
So most of the first struggle of that game, like I had Bodhi on the midline, and then everyone else was like having to ponderously run over there and split in annoying. Well, I got that commando over there, but then he's on his own, and that was really the problem. So yeah, it's just one of those things.
But hey, you pulled it back.
I did, and I'm proud of myself for that. Um, yeah, but you really did have me on the ropes. It was very very close. And it's not like you're playing Iden, and that's also a list that's got very vulnerabilities to bad draw order when they come up.
Though I
Um,
didn't get it. I did reserve DTE, which I think was the right decision. And then I got Iden, and like if I could have picked what to have first, it would have been Iden.
yeah,
So I did get some good draw luck with this. Yeah, and I think I'm not sort of. I think your list is the stronger list, which I
yeah,
don't think is particularly controversial. And I'm trying to sort of learn to play uphill, learn to play into Cassian, because any tournament I go to, I'm going to see a lot of Cassian. But yeah, I think it's not like I'm sort of going to say, oh, I only lost because I was playing a fun, fluffy list. I'm not. I'm playing pretty much the nastiest list I can conjure up out of Galactic Empire.
yeah.
But I am happy with how it performed. I'm happy with my decision to start running Never Tell as my mission.
Do you feel like
Um,
I'm just gonna ask a random question?
sure.
Do you feel like Gideon Hask does stuff?
Yes.
Fair enough.
In this game,
Yeah.
he was at the end of my first order deck, and I had no force.
Ah, okay.
And he still wounded Princess Leia and claimed a point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He has he has good dice. He has a good tree. He passively buffs supports near him. He has a personal revenge. Um, I'm not sure why you think Gideon Hask's not all that in a bag of potato chips, because I felt like he had really effective forceless turn.
I just it doesn't. I know my brain's just looking at your list and thinking if you put DTE in Hask's slot, potentially there's a world then where we take uh, a 4-point support under Vader. But it's your list, and if obviously Hask does do stuff, and he doesn't necessarily do stuff that you you know, he's not necessarily having explosive turns. He's like moving people with Long Live the Emperor on in not in this game, but in other games, and he's got his personal revenge, which again I don't think it actually came up, but it is a powerful ability. So yeah, no, I was just thinking aloud really. Yeah.
All right.
Right. I think that's there. I'm going to call the recording there then, folks. Thank you for watching along. And we will be back. Probably next week. We haven't discussed that yet, but we'll be back. Certainly, there will be another one of these at some point in the future. So look forward to that. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. Any final remarks from you, Oro?
Give me just one moment to turn my overlays off. And then I will, of course, as tradition suggests, set the table.
Woo.
Bye bye, folks. Have a lovely evening.
Bye bye.